you admin reach out to me and say, hey, this is what's going on TikTok. What can we do? How can we help? Because this is disgusting. And we know you. And we know this is not real and this is not you. However, there's a lot of new people. There's a crowd of new people, and some don't hit every platform. We have a platform on X, a platform on Rumble, one on TikTok, the True Social, the Allie'sArmy.com, the website. There's multiple platforms. So it's really hard to try to point people towards something when they're like, I'm trying to get the full story. I'm trying to go towards the insurance. I'm trying to hear her talk. I'm trying to understand what's going on, but I don't know where to find her. Thank you for trying. I don't know how else to lead you, but ask a real 90, because I'm telling you right now, their response to you will not be to point you towards anything that's money. Their response to you will be for the children and about the children, because they know any other response is distracting towards the truth. That's how you'll know where you are. That's all I can tell you, because this world is exhausting. Okay? There's a survivor mess going on right now. Let me talk to you about that. Everyone can stand on their own merit. Everyone can stand on their own truth. We have talked about this numerous times where people are like, hey, there's another survivor that just came out, and they're saying a lot of the things that you said, and now they're saying they know you. We were together. Rocking together. There's some survivors who are speaking, and they may have been in the life before you, and now they're trying to speak out, and they come from a certain area, and that sounds very familiar. Maybe they need to speak with you. Two wrongs don't make a right, y'all. And there's a lot of celebrity mentality going on. There's a lot of survivors that run gossip columns. That's why we don't link with other survivors' platforms. We have helped other survivors quietly, because sometimes we don't need y'all pat on the back, high five, elbow, none of that. All right? So quietly, we have helped some survivors, whether it's a message, whether it's a, hey, we got some extra money from recycling cans, we got some extra something, we got some extra groceries, we got some extra clothes we'll send to you. When we had to put together an event, we sold a lot of our stuff out of storage. Everything, a lot of things that we couldn't sell, dressers and TVs and clothes and things like that, we packed it all up, asked some 90s to come with us, and dropped it off at a known survivor's home. If we can't have it, she got it. Okay? And then we did whatever else we could with the rest so we can make it out to you guys. We're very simple people. Very exhausted, simple people. Okay? There are survivors posting their cash apps. And here's the thing. The normal thing to do, and I know some of you are sitting here like, say the name. See, here's the thing. There are some that are running, did you hear me, a gossip column. They want you to get on there to listen to what's going on as entertainment. Not one time do they talk about who? The children. If they do it to benefit and make the views go up. If they use my name, they use it to make the views go up. If I don't answer them or back up from them, they say negative things to make the views goes up. Do you guys understand that on TikTok, people are making a lot of money? There's content creators now that make more money than doctors saving lives. All right? Now, with that, negative attention is attention. So if I tell you their names, and I tell you exactly what I'm thinking, that is going to bring negative attention, which at the end of the day will distract you from who? The children. Everybody together. Who are we talking about? The children. Where should our focus be? The children. Why are we not talking about who? So my thing is if I tell you their names, we get wrapped up in negative attention. People are going back and forth and checking their platform and seeing if they said something, then checking the other platform and seeing if they said something, and then going back and feeding their cash app because they tell you, hey, my cash app is at the bottom of this video. If you send me some money, then I'll tell you more. We're not doing that. I'm not playing these games.
Shame on anybody that is. It's disgusting. It's
painful.
Messy. There's no reason for it, and it detracts from the children. Mm-hmm. While you going back and forth and causing drama and doing all that, you're not paying attention to the real problem, which is the children.
And everybody else is getting so wrapped up in a gossip column and entertainment. arguing and backbiting, mudslinging and what ifs, and then they get wrapped up in a story, and when that story is not working or fitting to their narrative, then they use my name. Or they orchestrate drama, false flag. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, there are some survivors who are out, who have platforms, and they're telling you a little bit of truth to have you hanging on to that truth, so that way you're still there. And you feel like you're really getting into the truth, and you're getting closer to who? The children. But then at the end of the day, ask yourself, how many times do they talk about the children? How many times do we go back and forth and not waver from the children? So I'm going to get off of this right now, because this is wavering from the children. I'm telling you right now, stay with me. Do you hear me? Stay with me. I can repost my diploma. In 2012, I went to Summit View High School. I was barely 18 years old. I have the receipts. I had just got home with this white chocolate right here. That's my mom. Okay? Twins, I know, look just like her. But 2012, I was just coming out of foster care. Do you hear me? I had little credits as a senior in high school, like 12. You need 120 as a foster kid to graduate, 160 as a normal kid in California to graduate. I was in the state of California, not Dallas, Texas. You know what? If you start to, it's fine when you start to put your own story out, because your own story should hold weight on its own. It's already horrific as enough to call yourself a survivor and have to go through what we go through. This is not funny. After I get off here, we are going to be dogpiled with bullshit. Dogpiled with people who don't understand the truth, and they don't want the truth to get out, so they keep burying it. Dogpiled with satanic spells going our way that we're fighting in the spiritual realm. Dogpiled with decisions that how are we going to make right now, because we need to get out of the way if these phones ding in a different way. Do you understand what I am saying? Okay? So there are times when we have to get off of here, put these phones down and say, Lord Jesus, which way? What now? And at the same time, my PTSD is off the chain. I am not healed, and I will never claim to be perfectly healed. I am struggling. Bad. Okay? So every time there's a new arrest, like there will be a raid for the Beehive, every time there's a new arrest, when I told y'all the new arrest was going to rock the nation, remember? I already knew that. MK Ultra sucks. I just didn't know when. So all this going on right now, I'm going to tell you right now, in 2012, I was trying my best from 7 a.m. to 6 o'clock at night to cram 4 years of high school into 6 months. And I graduated before my class. I did not leave the state of California at that time. So I am telling you, for some of you, I don't need to say a name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't know her. And it's not my place to tell you what else I'm thinking, because I think you already know. It's not my place. I'm struggling and I have enough on my plate. And if you understand that that's not just distracting from the truth, there are children being raped, tortured, limbs cut off so they don't fight back. There are children under your feet. There are children in your face. You'll walk past a survivor and you interacted with a trafficker today. Do you understand the world and the war that we are in, that everybody keeps going back and, oh no, it's not true, and oops, wait a minute, did Jay-Z, is Jay-Z on the news? Is he Rock Nation? Are you kidding me? I liked him. Same thing you said about Diddy. Same thing you'll say about the Beehive. It's the same thing you'll say about Ellen DeGeneres. It's the same thing you'll say about Oprah. What will probably throw you is when you find out that it's the same thing you're going to say about your teachers in your schools. The same thing you're going to say about your police authority that you thought you could call. The same thing you will say about who sits behind 911, who sits behind the trash, who sits behind Child Protective Services. Do you understand where those kids are coming from? Do you? How many children do you know are being abused and tortured? How many children did you miss? Because a lot of y'all are late. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm late too. Okay? Because for a minute, I was like, I'm tired. I know that nothing's going to happen. And then we sit here today, December 10th of 2024, and mainstream media might be talking about the 13-year-old girl, but they're not talking about all the under 13-year-old girls. They called them underage prostitutes. There's no such thing as an underage prostitute. These attorneys that are sitting everywhere, shame on you. Because this is why we won't trust one. I don't trust y'all. There's a lot of people who are like, why aren't you on these cases? Do you not see what I see? Let me help you. Let me help you. These attorneys are paid off. In a minute, somebody will flip somebody's evidence. In a minute, it's not going to matter what happened in the court, because the court, you see what Diddy's doing? He will eventually, how? Let me ask you this. Who has family that's been to jail? Who has family that has committed a crime? Who has family that's just been pulled over for nothing? Okay? Who has family that has been to court over a parking ticket? Who knows that when you end up in jail, ain't a damn thing confidential, but it is for elite. What was in that jail cell? That should be public. Those leaked out trials, it should have been public in the first place. The only reason why it's not public is because it's not a gossip column or entertainment like Johnny Depp and OJ was. Do you understand that Johnny Depp and OJ was for entertainment purposes? They let y'all glued to that TV. People were running home to see that because that was entertainment. It was keeping people distracted from the false flag that was going on, the real shit that was going on. So therefore, Johnny Depp and OJ was public trial. Diddy is a real trial. Do I believe that man is in that court? No, I don't know what clone is in there. I would not believe anybody that told me that he is actually arrested. I don't believe you. The same way those people who are like military tribunals, I've been to them. Then why you worried? Because if I saw Hillary Clinton's feet swinging like this, I would not be worried. I know there's clones. You know there's clone. Have you seen a new thing come out called Accused? Do you know that they use regular real skin? Kim Kardashian is trying to persuade people right now to have sex with robots. Go check. Okay? So everything that we have told y'all for 4 or 5 years, excuse me, but I'm a little irritated because I'm like, I know a lot of people are like, this is too wild. This is unfathomable. She crazy. I know. I am crazy. I'll take that. I'll take that. Don't fuck with me. I am crazy. But at the same time, I'm crazy in a good way because I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay? So, aliens. How many times have I told y'all those exist? Yeah. Many people are like, nah, she's crazy. How many times did your government announce they exist? But everybody is like, nope, I have to pay rent. I don't care if they coming out of the ocean. How many times have we told y'all to watch the water? There's entrances and exits in the water, but your government came out and told you that the aliens are in the water. They're real, but they're in the water. How many times have we told y'all there are entrances, exits, and freeways under the water? How many times? A lot. For those of you who are new, you're probably like, I don't know you. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot. A lot. And for you asking me, like, how come you're just not telling us this? It's just you that's new to the party. I've been speaking my entire life, not on social media. That's why I have so many receipts. That's why there's so many child protective services reports. That's why there's so many police reports and rape kits, court documents, and all kind of things that I have. Because I've been trying for a very long time, and I gave up at a moment because I was just like, there's no point. Because look how many times you have been called a conspiracy theorist, crazy, there's no way, get off the internet. And now the same people that called you crazy are calling you back like, how'd you know that? For me, how'd I know that? MK Ultra. It sucks. That's how I knew. When I put out that live and I told you the next arrest is going to rock the nation, MK Ultra, it sucks. That's how I do. A lot of people don't want to claim they MK Ultra because then you got to realize that means also dissociative identity disorder. That's DID. You can't traumatize people to this extent, put them on medication, and then say they healed after a little bit. You can't traumatize people. You can't witness somebody dying. You can't be in satanic ritual abuse. You can't have went through this type of trauma without coming out of hell carrying buckets of water, and in those buckets got many different parts. I am telling you right now that nobody wants to talk about the MK Ultra or the DID, because then you go down another rabbit hole that some people realize that they on that spectrum too.